Have you ever felt completely paralyzed when thinking about your career? Like, no matter how many paths you consider, you just can't seem to commit? Or it feels like any option you have would mean moving backwards and just lead to more regret? Well, you're not alone, and you're not just being indecisive. It's actually your brain's way of trying to protect you. But in doing so, this defense mechanism can actually keep us stuck. Well, today we're going to break down exactly what to do to help you break free from the psychological trap so you can move forward with clarity and confidence. Let's go. When it comes to choosing a career, most of us assume that it's about weighing pros or cons or choosing what pays the most. Or we treat the question like some sort of uber complicated puzzle that if we could just somehow piece together, we could then move forward knowing we would achieve success. But underneath, there's actually a whole lot more going on psychologically that we need to understand so that this question doesn't feel so impossible. First, it is quite likely that your mind is trying to analyze every possible outcome, but with too many choices, you are going to quickly hit decision fatigue. When you constantly revisit your options or stray off in too many directions, your brain's decision making resources get depleted, sort of like a muscle wearing out. Second, you might be seeing your peers' promotions, startups, or highlight reels on social media celebrating their successes, which can make your path feel inadequate, like you're somehow doing something wrong. Plus, if you don't have a strong sense of who you are and what matters to you, every option can seem equally good or bad. Think of your sense of self like your personal compass. It's your integrated experience of your beliefs, your values, your memories, bodily sensations, and social roles that all together create this coherent experience of identity across time and situations. And without it, it's why some people keep bouncing between jobs, sort of magically hoping that one will just feel right. Or this will make you more likely to just take a higher paying job without real consideration of what you were selling your time for. Then there's the sunk cost fallacy. You end up telling yourself, I've already spent years on this career or degree and I can't start over now. Or, but I promised so many people I would see this through, or so many people helped me to get here. This can also come in the form of anticipatory anxiety, causing the mere thought of investing yourself to feel overwhelming. And while these are things that we should consider, solely continuing on a path because of past investments and promises, or not moving forward and discovering what you are truly capable of, just because of a fear of any debt, can ignore the weight of your current situation and just lead to more resentment and burnout. Do these traps sound familiar? If so, I am really sorry that you've been struggling. But hey, at least you now have an idea of what the problem really is. Now, let's talk about what to do about it. The first thing I need you to do is take a moment and reflect on the following questions. Do you feel overwhelmed by too many options? Do you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others? Are you focused more on whether you will regret a choice rather than what you truly want? Now, depending on which of these questions is most relevant to you will help you determine which strategy to focus on next. The first strategy is to learn value-based decision making. If you're feeling overwhelmed with too many options, or you're hyper-focused solely on what's worked for others, then you need to shift that focus on remembering who you are and how you would like to personify your favorite qualities. So instead of asking what job you should do, ask yourself what values you want your work to express. Do you want to create, lead, or help others? To help you clarify this question, let's try this exercise. Imagine that you suddenly woke up and all of the expectations others have of you are gone. Everyone around you just wants you to do what best suits you. That's it. Then imagine walking down a road with all sorts of different buildings. There's shops, there's hospitals, there's banks, schools. Don't get lost in trying to imagine every sort of building. Just notice the first two or three that come to mind, and I want you to pick one and go inside. Go inside the one that will give you opportunities to express the qualities that you love most about yourself. Imagine what that would feel like. Imagine getting to do that job every day. Imagine actually looking forward to performing that role, and bonus, you get paid for it. Once you identify your core values and you realize there is a path to expressing them, this should help make the question feel much less overwhelming because it will ignite your will. And remember, where there's a will, there's a way. Next up, we need to try time-limited, low-investment experiments. So once you know what you want, but perhaps you're more worried about regretting a decision, what we need to do is commit to trying a new direction for a limited period. Something like 6 months. This helps us to feel like every choice is not permanent and a trap. It reduces that pressure and gives you a chance to obtain real world data about that role. This is how you're really going to discover what you enjoy and what you're after. Sometimes we just don't know if what we imagine something to be like will be the same as what it is actually like. Now, if you have cornered yourself into a limited career path because of debt, because thinking things would make you happy, look around you. Is it worth it? And if the answer is no, then do everything in your power to shed that debt. And do not go back to sleep. Do not forget who you are and go back to trying to fill that void with more shopping. It hasn't worked yet, and we all know that famous definition of insanity. And remember, careers are rarely linear anymore. Iteration is normal, and perfection is not required. Career indecision can feel like serving a life sentence, but understanding the psychology behind this now gives you tools to move forward with intention and clarity. Comment below. What's the biggest factor keeping you stuck in your career decisions? I'd love to hear from you and support you in your journey. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe. It helps the channel reach more people who need it. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss more videos on how psychology can empower your life. I'm Dr. Charles. As always, take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you at the next check-in.